Hi everyone, knitters, crocheters, fiber enthusiasts. Welcome back to my channel and to my second podcast. And for those of you who are joining me, thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. And I don't know how long of an episode this will be because I didn't get a lot of knitting time this last week and a half or so, but I've done a few other things. So I just kind of wanted to put it out there that I'm still here and dyeing yarn and everything and working at the pharmacy and going, doing a lot. So I am still here. And my name is Stacy. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Fiber Fangirl. And I did start a group for this podcast on Ravelry called My Life with String Podcast. So go there, find me, introduce yourself. Once we have enough people there, I do want to give an introduction giveaway kind of thing. So, and I do eventually, I already have an idea of what I want to do for our first cowl, just go there and come to the group and introduce yourself, and let's have some fun there too. Might as well. Well, I don't have any finished objects this week because, like I said, I didn't really have a lot of knitting time. But, well, I did, but I sent it doing something else, but I'll show you that later. I did make a tiny bit of progress on my niece's shawl, or poncho for the niece. Yes, the almost 5-year-old niece. She saw it yesterday. She came up for a visit for my son's birthday dinner, and she really thought it was so cute. She wanted to wear it, so we tried it on her, and it fits her. It's just going to fit her only for a couple of months, but you know what? It's okay. I asked her mom if she wanted me to rip it out and start over, and she said, "Oh no, don't do that." So anyway, I think I was about here my last podcast, so I didn't make quite a bit of difference, but I did like almost a whole repeat, which is 12 rounds, because it's getting big. That's on a 40-inch cable, guys, and it's bunched up. So, but this is the Sweetheart Shawl, and that is by, I know I have it here. The Sweetheart Shawl is Polka Dot Sheep, Amy Alexander, Sweetheart Poncho, and I'm doing it in the size 6 to 8, but it's going to just barely fit her because I'm such a tight knitter. Anyway, super cute pattern. I super recommend it. I tried so many other poncho patterns. I must have spent $25 in patterns alone before I found the one I wanted. Because it kind of stinks that you can't preview a pattern besides the picture. I mean, you can't tell how it's put together. You can't tell if it's all knit in the round. I mean, I know I can make those adjustments myself, but I'm really not that skilled yet to know how to do that. So I wanted something that was very laid out for me, very structured. It was knit in the round, had some cabling, and other fun little things. And that was it. That was cute. My Outlander shawl for the mystery knit along, the dragonfly knit along, is in timeout. Simply because, I gotta tell you about that. My Outlander shawl is in timeout, and I'm trying to find the bag that it's in. And I don't think I have it in here. Simply because repeat, or clue 3 was the same as clue 1, just colors were flip-flopped. And if you're doing it, or if you remember seeing it, it was the faux plaid with the slip stitches. So pretty. Then clue 4 was the same as clue 2, and it was a braid that you picked up along the edge, and it took literally forever. This time it's like triple the size. It's going to take like 4 weeks for me to do because I just don't have the time or the patience. And so knowing that, and I'm seeing other people put theirs in timeout and be mad, and because all the clues are repeating themselves. And it's for my first mystery knit along, that's not really what I was looking for. So I'm kind of upset about it, but I will finish it because it's beautiful. I've seen other people's being worked on, and it's gorgeous. But so upset, so disappointed for my first one. And that pattern was by Unraveled Yarns, I believe. See, I'm so mad the pattern's not even in here anymore. So I believe it was Unraveled Yarns who did the Dragonfly Knit Along with Jimmy Bean Wool. My next work in progress was I actually got this casted on, and that's about it. Just a little cast on. And that's the Queen of Thorns knit along with Jimmy Bean's wools. And super cute color. And that one is by, I actually have this one right here. It is by, yeah, I can find it. Marinade Designs by Kristen Ashbaugh Helmrich. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's the Queen of Thorns knit along. That's what it looks like. It's Lorna's Laces in the String Quintet Queen of Thorns colorway. And then you pick a staccato to go with it, something that matches it. Either in the pewter, grasshopper, briquette, pine, or waistcoat. I picked the pewter. And what threw me was when I wound them, I didn't notice the difference until I went to go set them out and decide what colorway I was going to choose for what. The pewters don't match, like, at all. So I have 6 different colors virtually. So I called Jimmy Bean's Wool. I'm like, hey, what's up? So I ordered this, and this is what happened. She goes, oh, well, the staccatos were dyed at a different time than the quintets. So they are a little different. Not a really big deal, she said, because Marinade Designs designer Kristen had kind of, I don't know, foreseen that or something, because she designed the shawl in such a way those colors won't be next to each other. So that works out. But these are all my quintets plus my staccato. You can't really see it. It's so blinding. So much blinding glare. But there's a green, a blue, and then the 2 pewters and the briquette, I believe, or the 2 pewters and the briquette. And this is the grasshopper. Oh, so pretty. So I do want to work on that today because it's still early, but I do want to edit this and get it up, and I want to skein up some bear yarn so I can dye yarn tomorrow because I'm going to do an Etsy shop overhaul. It's going to be so cool, you guys. And in my Ninja Turtle bag that I made is the Ninja Turtle socks for the mister. There's my progress keeper, and I actually made a little tiny bit of progress, not much. But they're the blueberry waffle pattern, which I do like, and I love the pulling and flashing of the colors. I love that. Too bad it won't match on the other sock, but you know, that's okay. But that yarn is by Knit Mona. It was her Ninja Turtle Power colorway, or Turtle Power colorway. The last thing I've been giving love to, and not too much, but mostly when I'm driving to work early and I get there early, I've been working on my Cozy Sock Yarn, Cozy Memories blanket. So I've got 2 squares completely done. Finally took it in and had somebody show me what I was doing wrong, and for casting on, and or picking up stitches. And then I got the 3rd square started in another My Little Ponies colorway by Brew City Yarns, with the light yellows, baby pinks, baby blues, so pretty. But I love that pattern, and it's so easy to do. If you know your right from your left and your top from your bottom, you're pretty much golden. Which I do not always know, unfortunately. But let's do, I still have a works in progress, but it kind of goes under new acquisitions or stash enhancements or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to kind of go there for a minute. The first thing I got this week was my replacement ball of Downton Abbey yarn. This is in the Lady Sybil colorway. It is gray, and it is 80% acrylic, 10% mohair, and 10% polyamide. So 380 yards is for 3 ounces, and it's like a sport weight. And that I plan on using for a hat with another Downton Abbey I got. But I had to call Webb's and get that replaced because it had like 5 knots in it in the first 10 yards. I mean, it was definitely defective, and that's what the lady at Webb's said too. Great customer service, by the way. The other thing I got this week was Sheena McNeely of, she's on Etsy. You can look her up under people. I'm drawing a blank on her shop. I'm so sorry, Sheena. No, it's not on this. Anyway, I got her Fiber of the Month club, and this is called Sleep. And it looks like a pair of pajamas or a pillow. Looks so nice. I can't wait to fluff that up and spin it up. I'll try and link that shop below. Lord knows I was not so good at linking last time. But I really want to help you guys find Sheena's shop. She's awesome. My other acquisition was, and I'm so excited about this, I was watching Katie's podcast from last week. Wasn't the Wizarding Week one or the week before or the week after? I can't remember. But she mentioned cloudsfactory.com, and it's a cross-stitch website with pop culture, modern things for you to cross-stitch. And they're in these cute little weebly-wobbly, I can't remember what they're called, people like character-looking things. And I thought it was so cute and such a great idea. And I love cross-stitching. I don't make the time for it. And I thought, well, something small to start would be great. And something pop culture would be so fun. So I went and looked. And I had to get this pattern, you guys. First thing, though, I will tell you, I didn't realize that they had Wizard of Oz stuff. They do. Go get it. It's so cute. That's gonna be my next one, I think. Because that would have been my first one. I'm such a Wizard of Oz geek. But this is the one that I got. Was the Alice in Wonderland. We Are All Mad Here. It's got Alice, the White Rabbit, the Mad Hatter, I can't remember his name, and then the Cheshire Cat and the mouse. Some teapots and teacups and a watch. And then some cute little designs in with the words. So I got that. That wasn't expensive. I want to say it was like $5, maybe $6. And the finished size on it will be 9.2 inches by 2.9 inches. So it's perfect size for me. So I drugged my sister, Tracy, because she loves cross stitching. So I made her look, and she loves Harry Potter, and they had the Harry Potter banners that Casey was talking about. And so I showed that to her. She just about had a heart attack and died because she thought it was so cool. So we both downloaded a pattern, and we downloaded it, and we ran out the door to Joann's, grabbed my discount card, ran and got our DMC floss and everything, and our Ida, I don't know how you say it. But so far, this is where I'm at. I've got the Mad Hatter. I just ripped out the hair and the little hat piece because I used the wrong color white. We thought that they substituted the white with the sparkly white, and I hated it. And then I read the pattern again, and it's supposed to be solid white. So we ripped it out and went and bought the solid white. So I got to put that in. I put it in the teacup. But I did the little piggy guy. I got to go back and do the back stitching on his tie. But this didn't take me very long at all. This I've been working on and off this week, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And it is so cute. I'm obsessed with this website. They even have Thundercats from when we were kids. Come on now. Come on. Aging myself. But, you know. The other thing I did was I started my knitting journal. There we go. My knitting journal. I'm going to decorate the cover because it's a soft cover, so it's flexible and stuff. So I'm going to decorate that. And this I got the idea from Jill at the Knitting Broomstick. She is so hilarious and so wonderful, and she thinks the way I do. We're both planner girls, which I don't have my planner with me right now, but we're like on the same level. So I started this, a little bit of washi tape, which I love, a few stickers I bought and made and downloaded, and the stickers that I bought for real touching, like they mail it to me, it's not digital, they're on their way. But this here is a Knitworthy or Not page, and my daughter is this one, and I don't know if she's knitworthy or not because, well, she won't wear the hats I made her. But I'm working on a blanket for her. My husband is knitworthy, so So I'm making him socks, and so is my niece because she's so dang adorable. And then I've got what's on my needles now. I got to update this since I tore out my, oh yeah, I tore out my Mother of Dragon shawl for the second time. Yeah. And I keep telling myself third time's a charm, but I can't seem to cast it back on. I'm not sure that yarn wants to be a Mother of Dragon shawl. But that Mother of Dragon's yarn is gorgeous. And then I've got a knitting goals page. These are just a few of the things I want to make. And I hope I get to some of them this year, like the campsite shawl. That's the knit along I want us all to do. That would be fun. I want to make a sweater, and I want to do some other things. So there's quite a few shawls on there, and some socks. And then I have a new projects page, which started with the Mother of Dragon shawls, or shawl. But yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna take that out, unless I just redo the start date and end date and put it back on, because I'm gonna use the same needles and probably the same yarn. And then I have this in there because I want to show you guys this. That is not just backwards, but that is German backwards. These are the cable needles that I bought from Nandra's Paradise Yarn or something. I don't remember. I'll try and link that to you. But they're by the same people that make the Neko yarn, or the Neko, I can't remember. Cable needles that are curved, or not cable needles, the DPN needles that are curved. And I bought some, I'm sorry, I'm looking for a sample of what the cable needle looks like. I bought the cable needles. I bought the package that has the 3mm and the 4.5mm. This is the 4.5mm. So you can see that there. And I'm using it on bulky yarn. I love this. Do you see that slant there? It pokes into the cable where you want a cable stitch and pulls it off, and then you hang it front or back, and then you just slip it. And it's so wonderful. They're the best cable needles I've ever had. And I love cables, and this makes loving cables so much easier. It really, really does. Anyway, so what else have I been up to? I've dyed some yarn. Yes, I have. I've dyed some yarn, and they turned out beautiful. Some of them I gave to my sister already. I forgot that I wanted to show them. But 5 of them are here because I learned how to dye in bigger batches, you guys. This means stuff that matches in multiples and whatever. This is on a DK weight superwash, 100% superwash merino. Look at the oranges and the purples, and it's almost black and green in one spot and another. And this one looks pretty much similar, only it's got a little more yellows and greens. Could be just the way it's tanked up too. And then these 3 match, and these are on merino cashmere nylon. Guys, I have not worked with cashmere. I have not bought cashmere. I ordered cashmere, and this stuff is gorgeous. Look at those colors too. Look at that. The yellows, the greens, the blues, the purples, the red. Oh, I'm so in love. Look at this one. More blue. This is what I'm going to use for my campsite shawl. I think it's going to be gorgeous. I know Alicia Plummer, who did the pattern, I think that's who did the pattern. I know she did hers in solid gray, but could you imagine this as a campsite shawl? I mean, go check out the campsite shawl pattern if you haven't seen it, and then check out my yarn. This would be so pretty. This is going to take 3 skeins. This is about 700 yards for that pattern. So anyway, that's what I've been up to, and I plan on dyeing some more yarn. Either I want to skein up some yarn to at least dye tomorrow if I don't get any dyed today. I would like to get some dyed today. The mister's home, so he's going to make dinner so that I can do what I want today, and that means I think I'm going to dye some yarn. So, like wish listy stuff. I'm having the hardest time getting a hold of 2 things. I want the hedgehog fibers in Zephyr. I don't care what the base is. I prefer it to be fingering or DK. But the Zephyr colorway is absolutely gorgeous. I would love to have a pair of mitts made out of it. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then Gnome Place Like Home by Gnome Acres. Oh, I need that in my life. Like I said, I'm a Wizard of Oz nerd, and I need that in my life. So help me out, guys. Help me find out when they are doing updates and how to get a hold of this yarn, or can I email them? Will they respond to me and will they make me these yarns? I don't know. So help me out, guys. Help me figure out how to get these yarns because I need them in my life. Um, More things on my wish list. There's a few patterns, knitting patterns that I love, 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 and I need to get a hold of. And I can't think of any of the names right now. Besides, I do want Brickless by Martina Bem, I believe is how you say her last name. Um, I need to get that one, and I already have the yarn picked out. I just need that pattern. And then there's lots of sock patterns I want right now. And of course the Wizard of Oz cross stitch patterns. Thundercats because I want to do one for my husband. My daughter's gonna don't tell him. My daughter's gonna make him the Christmas Story one for Christmas because Christmas Story was his favorite Christmas movie, and he's got the leg lamp and everything. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, look, on my head is a different hat this week because this is the one my friend, my yarny bestie, Jen Gentoli of Jen Gentoli Designs on Ravelry. She made me a butterfly hat before she started designing patterns and publishing them. And she's made an updated version of this since then that has beads. And it's so beautiful. And she has lots of designs. And I love this hat. The only thing about it is I think my head stretched it out. And I don't know if getting it wet and blocking it and stuff will fix it. But it's so soft, so squishy. I love it. Just love it. I think I'll wear it. It's a little chilly here today. I wish I had some warm tea or coffee or something with me. Because it is chilly. But that's okay. I was going to drink water. Because that's good for you too. But I don't know. I think the mister's going to make some soup for dinner. Because it is just, I think it's like the high was supposed to be 63 today. And I don't think it's even up to 60 yet. And it's 12:10. Yeah, 12:10, May 15th, guys. Yesterday was my son's 16th birthday dinner. He turned 16 on the 10th. Now he can get a job during the summer and work. And hopefully get his grades up and be an adult. Almost an adult. He's still a kid, but my kids, they have a skewed visions of the world. Me and my husband have done a very fabulous job of spoiling the crap out of them. Giving them everything they want. I mean, down to little free things, but big, old, expensive things. I mean, whatever they want, they get. If they want to go somewhere, they go somewhere. If they want something, they get it. And which is really funny because I didn't work for a long time. So how we were able to afford the kind of life they have, I have no idea. But their life vision is so askewed that I cannot wait till they can both have jobs and see what the real world is like and be adult about things, work through their problems, because that's the other thing is we spoiled them by working through their problems for them. And I love them to death. They are the best children. It's just askewed. And we need to fix that. I think everybody should look at how they're raising their child, and it's just my personal opinion. I mean, we're raising whiners in this world. We're raising people getting their feelings hurt so damn easy anymore. We are raising kids that have askewed visions of the world, things handed to them. We are, and then again, of course, there's those kids that don't have anything, and those kids will appreciate everything they earn in the future. And I get that because I was one of those kids. I had nothing. Nothing. I grew up and got a job and when I was 17 and started working for everything. I provided groceries for the house, provided my own school clothes. I I worked full time while I went to school. It was legal then, you know, but it's not now. And I don't want my son to work while he's in school. He struggles enough as it is, and he doesn't need that added stress. He really doesn't. He gets overwhelmed so easy. But I'll say one last thing. So anyway, podcasts. I've been watching a lot of the old Inside Number 23 podcasts, a lot of her back podcasts. The Knitting Broomstick, love her. Yarngasm podcast, love Kristen over there at Volan Vine Yarns, which I'd love to get some of that too, by the way. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So I will try and link some of that stuff down below, or at least, the least I could do is go on my Ravelry group and make a show notes thing and do that. And I will do that after I dye some yarn and get this edited and put up. So thank you for hanging out with me today, and let's do it again soon. Happy knitting.